Excess body weight has become one of the leading preventable causes of endometrial cancer, the most common cancer of the female reproductive system. The connection between obesity and endometrial cancer is particularly strong because fat tissue does more than store energy. It actively produces hormones, especially estrogen, that influence how the endometrial lining grows and sheds. In premenopausal women, estrogen is balanced by progesterone, keeping the uterine lining in check. But in women who are overweight or obese, especially after menopause when ovarian hormone production declines, fat tissue becomes the main source of estrogen through a process called aromatization. This unopposed estrogen exposure stimulates the cells of the endometrium to divide more often, increasing the likelihood of DNA damage and, over time, malignant transformation. Elevated insulin and chronic inflammation, common in obesity, further amplify this risk by disrupting normal cell signaling and immune surveillance. Despite the seriousness of this warning, the body's hormonal environment can be positively reshaped through targeted nutrition and lifestyle adjustments. Among the most effective and well-studied dietary strategies is the inclusion of soy-based foods such as tofu, tempeh, soy milk, and edamame. Soy contains natural plant compounds called phytoestrogens, particularly isoflavones, which mimic the structure of human estrogen but act far more gently in the body. Rather than overstimulating estrogen receptors, these phytoestrogens occupy them in a balanced way, helping modulate hormonal fluctuations. In women with high circulating estrogen, soy isoflavones can actually reduce estrogenic activity by blocking stronger natural estrogens from binding. This gentle regulatory effect helps protect endometrial tissue from continuous overstimulation. In cultures where soy consumption is high, such as in parts of Japan and Korea, endometrial cancer rates tend to be significantly lower even in populations that experience similar weight challenges, suggesting that diet can act as a powerful biological buffer. Soy's benefits go beyond hormonal modulation. It is a rich source of plant protein, fiber, and healthy fats, all of which contribute to weight control and metabolic stability. Maintaining a healthy weight is one of the most effective ways to reduce endometrial cancer risk, as it directly lowers both estrogen and insulin levels. Replacing high-fat meats or processed snacks with soy-based proteins provides a dual advantage: reduced calorie intake and increased intake of protective phytonutrients. Soy foods also contain antioxidants that reduce oxidative stress, a process that can damage DNA and trigger cancerous changes in endometrial cells. Tofu and tempeh, in particular, offer complete protein without the saturated fats found in many animal products, making them ideal for metabolic health. To incorporate soy into daily meals, small and steady changes often work best. Tofu can replace meat in stir-fries, soups, or salads. Edamame makes an easy, protein-rich snack. Soy milk can substitute for dairy milk in smoothies or oatmeal. Fermented soy products like tempeh and miso also support gut microbiota balance, which plays a subtle yet important role in hormone regulation. A healthy gut helps metabolize and excrete excess estrogen, preventing it from being reabsorbed into circulation. For those who prefer minimal processing, whole soybeans or lightly steamed edamame are the best options, providing fiber and nutrients in their most natural form. Beyond soy, a broader dietary pattern rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and legumes helps maintain balanced hormone metabolism. Cruciferous vegetables, such as broccoli, kale, and Brussels sprouts, support the liver's ability to process and eliminate estrogen safely. Foods high in soluble fiber, like oats and flax seeds, help bind excess estrogen in the digestive tract for removal. These plant-based foods work synergistically with soy's phytoestrogens to create a metabolic environment less favorable to cancer growth. At the same time, limiting processed carbohydrates, sugary drinks, and alcohol reduces insulin resistance, inflammation, and estrogen recycling, key contributors to endometrial cancer risk. Physical activity is equally essential in prevention. Exercise reduces body fat, improves insulin sensitivity, and promotes hormonal balance. Even moderate activities such as brisk walking, dancing, or swimming for 30 minutes most days of the week can significantly lower risk. The mechanism is simple yet profound. By moving regularly, the body metabolizes fat more efficiently, reduces estrogen production, and improves blood circulation to reproductive organs, allowing them to maintain healthier tissue function. Exercise also decreases inflammatory markers that can damage cellular DNA and initiate cancerous changes. Sleep and stress management play subtler but vital roles. Chronic stress elevates cortisol and other hormones that interfere with the body's natural hormonal rhythm, sometimes leading to increased fat storage and disrupted menstrual cycles. Incorporating stress-reducing habits like mindfulness, meditation, or simple deep breathing exercises can stabilize these hormonal fluctuations. Quality sleep, ideally 7 to 8 hours per night, supports the body's endocrine balance, weight control, and immune defense, further strengthening resistance against cancer-promoting mechanisms. Hydration, often underestimated, also supports the body's natural detoxification systems. Drinking enough water throughout the day aids the liver and kidneys in filtering out metabolic waste, including byproducts of hormone metabolism. Herbal teas such as green tea, chamomile, or peppermint can be beneficial additions, as they provide mild antioxidants and promote relaxation without caffeine overload. Avoiding excessive caffeine and alcohol helps prevent hormonal disruption and dehydration, both of which can indirectly influence endometrial health. The warning about excess weight and endometrial cancer should not be interpreted as a message of fear, but as an invitation to awareness and empowerment. The body's hormonal balance can be recalibrated through mindful choices that nourish and protect its natural equilibrium. Soy foods, when integrated thoughtfully into a varied, plant-forward diet, act as gentle allies that harmonize estrogen levels and defend the uterine lining from overgrowth. Combined with a healthy weight, regular movement, stress control, and hydration, these dietary habits form a robust shield against hormonal cancers. The rise in endometrial cancer linked to obesity reflects how modern lifestyles, characterized by high-calorie diets, low physical activity, and chronic stress, have quietly reshaped internal biochemistry. Yet the human body remains remarkably adaptable. Each nutritious meal, each step taken outdoors, each mindful moment of rest contributes to restoring balance. Prevention, in this case, begins not with fear or restriction but with nourishment, feeding the body the foods that help it regulate itself wisely. With consistent care, the endometrium, like the rest of the body, can thrive in harmony, maintaining its natural rhythm of renewal and protection for years to come.